In this episode we explore the renewable energy capability of Africa as a continent. Africa is the continent with the lowest rates of energy access globally, and therefore faces unique challenge of developing its energy infrastructure amidst a global climate crisis it did little to cause. Fossil fuels still account for over half of the energy supply in Africa, though this is the least of any world region compared to 99% use in Middle East, 84% in Asia, 81% in North America and 71% in Europe. At present, about 600 million Africans, approximately 43% of Africa population, lack access to electricity while some 900 million have no access to clean cooking fuels and technologies. Despite all of these energy access challenges, Africa has vast resource potential in wind, solar, hydro, and geothermal energy as shown here. Hydropower remains the continent's main renewable for electricity generation, accounting for 70% of the share, though this is not even near its full potential. Congo DRC is able to produce a third of Africa hydropower alone. African countries use renewables for 40.5% for their electricity generation, higher than the global average of 34%. In Kenya, geothermal energy accounts for almost half, 46.0%, of electricity generation, more than any other country in the world. Wind power production is still at its infancy in Africa. 27 countries in Africa has sufficient wind to supply the continent with enough electricity. Geothermal power is mostly concentrated in Eastern Africa, but there are many fragmented spots of high-intensity geothermal potential spread across the continent. Africa is home to 60% of the best solar resources globally, yet only 1% of installed solar capacity. Solar is already the cheapest source of power in many parts of Africa, and it outcompetes all sources continent-wide by 2030. More than 5,000 billion cubic meters, BCM, of natural gas resources have been discovered to date in Africa, which have not yet been approved for development. Africa has the potential to produce 5,000 megatons of hydrogen per year at less than $2 per kilogram, equivalent to global total energy supply today. Africa accounts for over 40% of global reserves of cobalt, manganese and platinum, key minerals for batteries and hydrogen technologies. These resources could provide an additional 90 BCM of gas a year by 2030, which may well be vital for the fertilizer, steel and cement industries and water desalination. More invest in renewable energy is needed in Africa to improve the energy access in the continent. This video is created by the Knowledge Hawker. Subscribe to know more about Africa.